Assalamualaikum and good afternoon to doctor and my friends. Today we will present about project title Fabrication Spring Suspension in Automotive Industry. Okay, consisting of 4 members who are dedicated to completing this project. It's the first Atif Zafran bin Zaid Azman. The second is me, Muhammad Munifani bin Marahim. The third is Syed Hashim Al-Sagof bin Syed Abu Bakar Tukofi. And the last is Muhammad Adam Nakuddin bin Noh. The next slide is I will propose to you that introduction. It is executive summary. Okay, about the executive summary, spring suspension is a type of vehicle suspension that use spring to absorb and vibration. Spring are elastic to element that can store energy and then release slowly from road to vehicle. It is impact to confine the comfort to our driver and passenger in the vehicle. The next slide is objective of the project. Okay, the objective of this project is to conduct a study on the fabrication process of the steel suspension on automotive vehicles in order to identify the process of material selection, shape manufacturing process, and durability test and strength of the suspension spring. Okay, the one is design optimization, second material selection, third manufacturing process, the fourth quality assurance, the fifth is cost efficiency, six timely delivery, seven customer certification. That is objective of in the project. Introduction of fabrication steel suspension. It means the suspension vehicle is essential for a regulated and comfortable while the driver driving, that ensure passenger comfort and vehicle stable. Suspension spring is crucial part of the system since it helps to distribute loads, absorb shock, and maintain the ideal ride. Still stand out among the other materials used for suspension spring as a preferred option because of its remarkable strength, toughness, and dependability in demand in automotive application. Okay, the importance of suspension spring is features, safety, comfort driving, handling, and durability. Next is fabrication of a steel suspension spring for automotive vehicle and for what? Okay, the suspension spring is essential component of an vehicle system. Primary purpose is to support vehicle weight while also provide a smooth and controlled ride by absorbing the shock from the road surface. Okay, suspension spring is critical to the vehicle stability, handling, and overall comfort. Number one is load bearing capacity, and the second is shock absorption. The third is suspension system control. Fourth is ride comfort, and number 5 is durability. How steel spring suspension fabricate? Steel suspension spring are typically fabricated through a manufacturing process known as hot coiling. There are several fabrication process involved in the manufacturing process, like production of steel suspension of vehicle. Okay, number 1 is material selection. Number 2 is preparation. Number 3 is coiling. Number 4, heat treatment. Number 5, shoot painting. Number 6, surface finishing. Number 7, inspection and testing. Number 8 is packaging. Okay, so I pass next slide to my partner in the group.
Thank you, Munir. I will continue my part. 2.0 Fabrication process of steel suspension springs. These are details about steps fabricate steel suspension springs. The fabrication process of suspension spring involves several meticulous steps to create a dependable and long-lasting component suitable for automotive or other applications. The following is a comprehensive description of the typical steps involved in manufacturing a suspension ring. Our first step is design and material selection. The journey to creating a reliable suspension spring begins with meticulous design and material selection. Engineers carefully design the spring to ensure it meets specific requirements, providing the desired support and flexibility to absorb shocks and vibrations. Additionally, the appropriate material is selected based on factors such as strength, corrosion resistance, and cost. Okay, next slide. The second step is preparation process. Following the design and material selection, the chosen material undergoes a preparation process. This involves cutting the raw material into suitable lengths and, if necessary, subjecting it to heat treatment or annealing. This prepares the material for subsequent manufacturing steps. And third step is hot coiling. The third step is hot coiling. The prepared material undergoes hot coiling, which involves applying heat to soften it and make it more malleable. The softened material is then coiled around a mandrel or form to create the desired shape and size of the suspension ring. The fourth step is quenching and tempering. After coiling, the suspension undergoes quenching and tempering. Quenching involves rapidly cooling the spring after heating it to a high temperature. This process hardens the spring, making it stronger and more resistant to deformation. Tempering follows, reducing bitterness and enhancing flexibility. Fifth step, short pinning. To improve fatigue resistance and durability, the suspension spring undergoes short pinning. This process involves bombarding the surface of the spring with small metal or ceramic particles at high velocity, inducing compressive stress that counteract tensile stress during use. The sixth step, grinding and finishing. After heat treatment and short pinning, the suspension spring undergoes grinding and finishing operations. This ensures the springs are flat, parallel, and free from burrs or sharp edges, achieving the final dimension and surface finish. The seventh step is coating and corrosion protection. To prevent corrosion and enhance durability, the suspension springs undergoes a coating process. Zinc plating, powder coating, or painting are commonly used methods to protect the spring from environmental damage. The next step is quality control. Throughout the fabrication process, quality control measures are implemented to ensure the suspension springs meet the specific standards and specifications. Inspection and tests are conducted to identify any deviation or ensure the springs are defect-free. The final step is packaging and shipping. Once the suspension springs pass the quality control, they are carefully packaged for transportation. Proper packaging ensures their safe arrival at the assembly line or end user, protecting them from damage during handling and transit. So I will next pass the another part to my group members.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sai Hashim Al-Sagaf bin Sai Abu Bakar Coffee. My matric number is B09222184. Today, I presenting flowchart of suspension fabrication. There are 6 steps in progress in making start from design and specification. In this step, R&D team we create and design spring using 2D sketch first and 3D sketching using CATIA or SolidWorks. By the time there is designing the spring, a part of the team will discuss the specification which is the most suitable for the product. The second is material selection. There are many materials out there that are great, but we must choose the most suitable one in making spring, which is got strength, durability and more. Chrome silicon steel is chosen for this part. The next part is wear preparation. In making this spring, some measuring and cutting must be done to make sure it meet the requirement. If not, it will be such as waste and more. The last one is finishing operation. There's 3 critical steps in this operation, which is to make sure the spring is good or not. Number 1 is shoot pinning. Shoot pinning is to extend the service life of the component by creating induced compressive stress layer to increase resistance to fatigue, including corrosion, stress corrosion, and cavitation corrosion, while also helping to resist the development of propagation of the crack. Number 2 is coating or painting. Paint are considered to be used primarily for aesthetic, while coating are used principally to prevent substance deterioration or for corrosion protection. The number 3 is inspection and testing. This helps to control quality, reduce manufacturing costs, reduce rejection loss, and assign costs of the production of defective product. And after that, we can packing and delivery to the customer or the users. Thank you. This is a 3D sketch we have been done in CATIA V5 software, and as you can see, there's also a 2D isometric view to each part. They are assembled with springs. This shows that measurement is important for fabrication for each part to make sure that it will suit when they are assembled and giving no error.
Okay, my name is Atif Zafran. Today I will present about discussion. Okay, in discussion, steel suspension springs are integral components of automotive vehicles, responsible for supporting the vehicle weight, absorbing shock and vibrations, and providing a comfortable ride. The fabrication process of these springs involves several essential tasks aimed at ensuring their function, durability, and strength. Number 2, the suspension spring strength and durability are improved through heat treatment. It ensures carefully controlling the heating and cooling of the steel coil through quenching and tempering. A surface treatment method called short pinning is used to extend the fatigue life of suspension springs. Shorts and metal shards is hauled onto the surface of the spring with great force. Alright, the suspension springs end ground for maximum performance and durability. This procedure guarantees parallelism and flatness while removing any blemishes or imperfections. Applying a suitable protective coating such as powder coating or electroplating will shield the suspension spring from corrosion and wear. To ensure the production of dependable suspension springs, stringent quality control procedures are applied throughout the fabrication process. The fabrication of steel suspension springs involve critical process that improve their performance, release lines, and strength. Heat treatment increase their tautness and durability, and short pinning raise their fatigue resistance, while coating offer protection from corrosion and wear, and grinding ensures dimensional accuracy and full stir strength. Suspension springs usability, thoroughness, and durability are examined through stringent quality control procedure. Okay, for the conclusion, the fabrication of a steel suspension spring for an automotive vehicle is a complex process that requires careful consideration of the spring's load rating, deflection, stiffness, fatigue, life, and corrosion resistance. By carefully considering these factors, it is possible to fabricate a spring that meets the specific requirements of an automotive vehicle. The following are some of the key steps involved in the fabrication of a steel suspension springs, like material selection, spring design, spring manufacturing, and spring testing. That's all from our group. Thank you so much.